Hey guys, so it's been quite some time since I have done a comment video, but I had a very good long comment here from Lynn, who has been following my channel for some time, probably pretty close to the beginning. I checked it out and I actually started my channel April 2017, and man, it felt like 3 years, but it'd only been 2, so uphill battle. And with the most recent Google change to Google algorithm for YouTube, it's been a little discouraging to not really see any change. And I've said it in my videos, it's most important now than it ever has been for you to use the grassroots in sharing this channel with others. That will really help me out a ton. CGC had mentioned, what can you do to remove mold spores from the nasal passage? So mold, once it gets into your body, can be a lengthy problem. And some of the best things you can do are saunas, whether that's the infrared saunas. Actually, the infrared sauna is probably going to be the most effective method for removing the mold. There's other things that can help in tandem with that. I would suggest black walnut is one of the best, and it's also an anti-parasitic, so that's great. Other things would be Spanish black radish. That is going to be the top 3 suggestions. Dr. Darren Schmidt, his channel, he actually talked about his own process of removing black mold from his body, where he had it for a number of years and did very well to remove quite a bit of it. And saunas was one of the things he implemented. He also did carnivore diet for a month, where he had red meat just twice a day. Avoid high mold foods such as peanuts. Probably going to go throughout your system and not be just in your sinuses. The lungs is one place that it can really store as well. That's pretty obvious. If it got into the nose, then it's going to go into the lungs as well. Yeah, living in a place with black mold, get out of there immediately. Don't hang out there one bit. Along with all those suggestions, some of the best things for the nasal passage in general is going to be oil pulling. I found that to be very therapeutic. Put coconut oil in your mouth, whatever feels comfortable, anywhere from a teaspoon to a tablespoon. Move it around in your mouth for 20 minutes and do that 3 times a day. It's best when you first wake up, or before breakfast, before lunch, before bed, or before dinner. And if your mouth gets tired, then you can just spit it in the trash, take a little break, put more in your mouth, and start over where you left off and finish up the time. I know other people that have done a half hour twice a day, and they've gotten good results as well. And this is amazing because somehow it can just draw things out of your system that shouldn't be there. And that's why it's important to spit it into the trash. Don't spit it into the sink, because that'll cause problems. You'll need a plumber for. And so, yeah, the nasal rinse, like neti pots, I do like them. They can be beneficial. They take a little bit to get used to. Make sure you get the mineral solutions that will help things to clear out of there as well. Other things, fungus, medicinal mushrooms. I've had a lot of videos now about that, and they are actually territorial in a sense. They will eradicate and fight off other funguses. So it's better to have the therapeutic medicinal mushrooms in your system as long as you don't have any allergies to mushrooms. I've also just been brushing up on Reams pH. And Reams was this guy who was in agriculture, and he found that his crops grow better when they're in a certain range of pH, and he hypothesized, well, maybe I'll work better, like my body will work better in a certain range of pH. And he basically found, scientifically backed, after many years of research and stuff, that we provide ourselves better internal harmony if our urine and our spit is at 6.4. Or if it's out of that range, then you can figure out what things you need to take to get more alkaline, what things to take to get more acidic. And that would require a video on that all itself. Otherwise, you could probably just look into that. As far as raw honey into my nasal passage, yeah, there's probably nothing wrong with it. That might be another one. It just would be uncomfortable, most likely. And I would probably prefer some of the other methods, like the top 3 methods I mentioned at the beginning of this video, to the raw honey. So with that, stay healthy, guys, and I really appreciate you, especially all those dedicated individuals who come by and throw a like on my videos, a comment, and have stayed with me for the last couple of years that I've been making a YouTube channel. Stay healthy, guys.